I'd guess that everybody talks about the consumers, and I would wholeheartedly agree. They're pretty special, and there's always somebody that can make your day. I always say, you might not get the analogy, but I always think it to Cheers, that you walk into the day programs and somebody's going to shout your name. They're happy to see you, even if you've had a really rough day.
It's a few things. The people that you work alongside and the people that you work with, you can come into work in the worst mood imaginable, and within 15, 20 minutes, you're grinning, you're smiling, because, I don't know, it's just, everyone there is super.
Bosses. We have the best bosses ever. The people that we work with, they're more like family. And the consumers, they are your best friends. They give you love no matter what.
The people, for sure. Whether it's coworkers or the clients that we work with, everyone's amazing here.
It's like family. It's an extended family. The consumers, the way that you treat them, the way they treat you, it's just amazing.
The consumers, they love you and you love them, and they know it and we know it, and it's just how it's supposed to be.
I think it's gave me more meaning and purpose for living. The way that some of the consumers, the difficulties that they have in life, and it just kind of makes you appreciate what you have in your life more, I think.
I definitely look at this population a little differently, for the better.
I feel like working at CCAR has made me, it sounds cliche, a better person, because I do get to help them and teach them new things every day.
I hope it enriches them. I know for some of our client family support consumers, they really are moving from some abusive relationships into safe places to be. So I hope we're adding safety and security. For some families in home-based, and even with day program, it's a safe place for their family member to be while the parent's at work, or just getting relief from caregiving. Some are learning skills, some are getting jobs out in the community. Some are just keeping friendships.
The program that I specifically work at gives them a place to work, earn money, which isn't something that a lot of them have the ability to do. A lot of the people that I work with aren't really able to work jobs out in the community, but this gives them a place they can go and work, earn some pocket money, and feel good about themselves.
Well, the program that we have at Lincoln gives the people that's there an opportunity to earn money. Some of them know what money is, others just know that they can get things from getting their paycheck.
It gives them a purpose. They get to come to work every day and earn their own money instead of having to rely on somebody else.
If our program wasn't around, they wouldn't have their jobs. I mean, they could get a job out in the community if they were able to, but without our program, they wouldn't have.
Everything's better with a dog around. Regardless of what you're doing, where it's at, you add a dog to the mix, it'll be more enjoyable and easier to get done. Everybody loves this pup. Everybody.
Bolt is amazing. It's a place that they can go, and it's theirs. They're safe there, and they know that.
This is an agency that exists for the good of others. It exists to help folks like my Mandy. And the people who work here, they don't work here to get rich. They work here because they want to help people and they want to make lives better. So that's where you want your child when you aren't able to care for them anymore.
We've been out to the lake. We go out to Fox Ridge occasionally, to Lincoln Log Cabin. So we just try to get them out as much as we can. Right now, almost every Wednesday, they're going to the Lifespan Center for bingo, and they are really liking that. They're enjoying that a lot.
Opportunities don't necessarily have to be big, like going to the pumpkin patch and spending a day. It could be going for a picnic. It could be going fishing. We have some individuals that are actually participating in what are called like guided tours. They're specialty vacation programs. And we've had individuals go to Disney World for trips. Somebody swam with dolphins. They've gone to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and did really fun things for a week and got away and actually had true vacations.
We take outings as much as we possibly can to do anything in town or even outside in Mattoon. We've been to the Charleston Lake. We go to Douglas Hart Nature Center. We've been, to the library. All kinds of just different little activities that we can get them out to do. We had a big staff party with the consumers one day, and I was having a rough day, and one of my young men came up to me and gave me the biggest hug, and that was just all I needed that day.
There's an individual who has an issue with like picking at scabs and wounds, and there was one day where they came in and they were like super like proud of themselves, like, and they came up to me and they're going, "No picking," because they didn't pick at all that day, because the day before they'd gone home, they asked, like they always do, "Be here tomorrow?" Asking if I was going to be here tomorrow. And I said, just because, only if you don't pick. And it worked, temporarily, albeit, but it worked. She came in the next day, hadn't picked at anything, and was really proud of herself for it.
One morning we were all working out of the Gaylords, which are tall, huge boxes. And one of my friends jumped in the box, an empty one, and we closed the lid and then told Terry that she needed to do something with that box. So of course when she went over there, Ashley jumps out and screams and hollers. It was perfect. I have it on tape somewhere.
I think some of my favorite memories are going and telling families. There's a whole application process. One of the programs allows families to apply to use $15,000 to do home modifications or to do modifications for vehicles, but I think get wheelchair lifts. And doing those applications successfully and seeing how that impacts families.
My favorite, I think, is probably from a couple of weeks ago. One of the consumers that I work with occasionally, we were riding through the country and we'd been seeing animals and stuff, and so I was like, "Hey, miss, look at all these cows over here." I was like, "How does a cow go?" And all of a sudden from the back seat, she's like, "Moo." So I wasn't sure if she would respond or not, but it was just like, oh, we've been working on different animal sounds when we see them driving through the country, and for her to just respond when I asked her, it was amazing.